Hey, welcome back. Thanks for subscribing to my work. This one is a particular program that I designed when I was doing a group I called the True Intuitives, and it's designed to help you to tap into your intuitive intelligence. It's called Hear It With Your Spirit, Sense It With Your Soul. Enjoy. It'll wake up telepathic abilities naturally. Thank you. It is time to hear it with your spirit and to sense it with your soul. There is an intelligence at the depth of you. There's an intelligence that surrounds you, that envelops you, that is you. In today's training, you are learning how to tap into this wondrous, wise way of knowing, Just settle back, settle into a very wondrous, a very peaceful, a very calming wave of mind, body, and spirit serenity, so peaceful, so calm and quiet. For as you well know, there are senses beyond the five that you know. There are senses beyond the five senses that you're comfortable with and are customary. This is just simply a way of awakening, a way of awakening your wondrous, wise abilities. And when you combine a state of peaceful, natural way of being with the powers of the ethers, the powers that are invisible to the other five senses, you can hear it with your spirit, you can sense it with your soul, and perhaps you're in a beautiful place now, a place where you're surrounded by beautiful trees, beautiful, pristine visions. You know what I mean. And let yourself begin to slowly drift into a dream. Drift into a dream. Drift into a dream. You can dream. And you are safe and protected. And in today's training, as well as any time you do any deep spiritual work, there is a platinum pyramid
It surrounds you. The base at the base of your feet. The tip at the top of your head. Surrounding your physical body. Surrounding your ethereal body. Surrounding all elements and energy emanations that are yours. You are safe here. You are protected here. As you hear these words and that subtle music creates a feeling of letting go. Letting go. You know. Letting go. Letting go. You know. For this is your destiny. This is the wisest levels of intelligence. You had them at birth. You had intuitive understandings, and slowly they were eroded. Slowly they were dampened. But it is time to awaken them. Time to awaken your spiritual mind. Time to awaken your spiritual, intuitive mind. Now. As you're relaxing deeper and deeper and deeper, you are coming to trust your intuitive abilities, for they trust you. You are coming to trust your intuitive abilities, for they trust you. And in this dream speak way, the waves of words calm your brain, your brain, your brain, and quiet your mind, one thought at a time, quieting your mind, one thought at a time. And the time is now. The time is now. And you know, it is presumed that you know. And you know, it is presumed that you know how. You know how. As you're relaxing deeper and deeper, that wonderful pyramid that surrounds you in a radiant light, that surrounds you in an energetic wave-like pattern. Feel its presence. Know it's present here now. And it is a present to you here and now. It is a present to you here and now. Here and now. It protects your heart. It protects your intuitive gut feelings. It protects your brain and mind understandings. For you are learning today how to hear it with your spirit, how to sense it with your soul. And all you're doing is remembering what you've forgotten. All you're doing is remembering what you've forgotten. And once you've remembered what you've forgotten, this training is simply a refining time. It's a refining time. It's a time to refine your spiritual, intuitive mind. And you're doing that. Yes, you're doing that. Yes, you are. It's perhaps tapping into the brilliance of a million stars in the sky at night. Are you ready to take flight? There's a sense that because you are grounded and you're relaxing deeper and deeper and you're allowing the music, the the ultrasound waves of these words, you wow, to simply settle you down. Settle you down, 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 like that. You know you're in control. You know that this is a time of respecting and honoring what it is you're able to learn at the rate and pace you're able to learn it. Be patient with yourself. For at times you may have wonderful intuitive understandings, even intuitive understandings about intuitive understandings, intuitive understandings about intuitive understandings. You have intuitive understandings about intuitive understandings. You understand. You know. You know. You know. Just relaxing deeper and deeper. For this is your destiny. For this is your manifesting time. This is your opportunity to realize that your spiritual mind has spiritual senses. In the same way that your brain and mind have senses that help you to sense the outer world, to sense the material world, to sense that which you can touch, see, feel, hear, taste, and smell. That you have those same internal abilities, and they are awakening. They are awakening as you are deepening your state of calm and quiet. And remember, this is the fundamental learning about hearing it with your spirit and sensing it with your soul. Is that which is occurring at the deep intuitive level, that which occurs, the information that's always around you, it's always there, it's always communicating with you, but sometimes it seems as though it's dampened, sometimes it seems as though the communication channels aren't quite as solid, aren't quite as well tuned as they can be now. For example, perhaps the volume level of what you hear with your spirit has been turned down. Perhaps you can slowly and gradually begin to turn it up, and you can have control of the modulation. That's right, the modulation of these various components. Even though it seems as though it's technical and science, but it is the science of spirituality and the spirituality of science. It is the spirituality behind the science. Behind the science. That's right. So, as we think about, and you can begin to think about and consider all the learnings and the fundamentals, is that all that comes to you at a deep spiritual level, all that comes to you at a deep spiritual level, will come to you at light speed. That's correct. It comes to you at light speed, so sometimes you'll get an understanding. It will remind you of how it is that the great composers could compose, and they get the entire symphony all at once, and later on they begin to take the time to write out what it is, what the notes were, and what the composition is. That is one way of understanding how intuitive spiritual understandings come to you. Remember, they come at 186,252 miles per second, per second, per second, per second, per second. Light speed. Bright white light, bright white light, bright white light. And it comes to you in a 5-sensory way. Yes, it's possible to sense with your inner ears, see with your inner eyes, touch with your inner sense of feeling, and feel it with your inner sense of feeling. And yes, you can taste an intuitive understanding, and yes, you can get the aroma, you can get that sense of it having a certain smell, and that 5-sensory intuitive understanding, that 5-sensory intuitive understanding. You understand the fundamentals, the fundamentals, the fundamentals of spiritual intuitive wisdom. Wisdom. Yes. Soak in what you have learned so far. You have learned so far. Because it's important that your 5-sensory awareness become more and more awake with each and every passing breath now. It's becoming more and more awake with each and every passing breath now. For you have faith in this technology that echoes at your mind that echoes at your heart, that echoes at your body. This is more than a beginning, more than a start. You are on the path. You are on the path. Intuitive understanding. For you know that our world needs your skills now. That it is from this peace-based ecological framework. Remember, in some ways you understand when you've taken on this power and you're awakening this power, that you have an ethical obligation. That is, to above all do no harm, to above all assist in the development and the evolution of our planet, assist in the development and the evolution of our species and all the animals and all the beings on this planet and in this universe. They, in some ways, are benefiting from your training, are benefiting from your training. They're benefiting from your training. Yes, and that must be a good feeling in your heart. That must be a great feeling in your heart and soul. Way down deep inside. For as you understand that a part of you is working on this five-sensory, inner sensory awareness connection, those connections in some ways, because we've discussed them, because they've been outlined, because they've been elucidated, they've been illuminated, that a very deep wise part of you, a very deep wise part of you is beginning, is continuing to sharpen the connections. Sharpen the connections. You understand. As that is occurring in the background of this experience. That's right. You can imagine yourself having the capacity, having the capability, because you do, to simply allow laser light, peace, and calm settle into you, because it is that pyramid that we spoke of earlier. It is that pyramid that you're soaking in earlier. You're soaking it in now, feeling it soak into the cells of your body. Feel it because there is a communication. The cells of your body are made of pure white light, bright white light, photon intelligence, luminous. You are a luminous being. And the pyramid power is soaking and exchanging information. There is an intelligent information exchange occurring right now. There's a wave of consciousness, and one wave is moving into another, and one wave is communicating to another, and one wave is communicating to another. If there were a mother wave, the mother wave has settled in as well to bring in the infinite intelligence factor. The infinite intelligence factor is right there. It's factoring in the connection between the light of the pyramid and the light of the cells of your body. And feel it soaking in deep down inside. Deep down inside. Like that. Like that. Feel it. That same sense, as though a wonderful symphony is occurring, a wonderful synchrony is occurring, for you know you have welcomed this understanding. You know you are ready for this understanding. You know, so that as you're doing this, once in a while, periodically, but not randomly, because there is an information and communication and intelligence exchange between that which is there in the ethers, that which is always there, communication, the information you need to know to continue to help you to evolve. You are evolving now. And this evolutionary information is coming to you. So when evolutionary information connects to your intention and your desire to evolve, sparks occur. sparks occur, sparks occur, sparks occur. So here and there, now and then, you may see sparkling activity in the depth of your mind's eye. In the depth of your mind's eye. Yes. 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 And you know, it's not necessary for you to really discern on a conscious level. Not necessary for you even to discern on a mind level. But allow your spirit, which understands how to translate that information. When you understand it, it's almost like fiber optic laser light information that's coming in. And you're learning to read it in a powerful way, in the same way those holographic readers in the grocery stores can read the barcodes. And in some powerful way, your spirit, your soul, is able to read that in very powerful, infinitely quick, infinitely light speed, fast, light speed, fast ways. Learning to read that information. Take your time now. Take your time now. Take your time now. Take your time now. Reading wondrously. What do you see? What do you hear? What do you sense with your soul? Just go ahead. You're out of your own way now. You're out of your own way now. Letting it flow. Flow. Letting it flow. Your sense of second sight is sharpening now. Your sense of second sight is sharpening now. You're only remembering what you have forgotten. It was a skill you knew, and you knew as a child, and you know now, you know now, you know now. Clairvoyance. What a beautiful French word. Clairvoyance. What a beautiful word. What a beautiful skill. What a beautiful vision, if you will. What a beautiful vision, if you will now. Wow. Wow. What about that light that's radiant above your head now? Feel the light that's surrounding your entire body. Feel it. There is information coming in. At times when you're bringing in this intuitive understanding and you're seeing and sensing all this on a 5 sensory level, inner senses, there may be a part of the body that begins to twitch. There may be a part of you that begins to feel this movement coming through your body. They've called it, on a very deep level, soul kinetics. That's right. Soul kinetics. That's right. So you understand clairvoyance, seeing things. There is a sense of being able to touch things with your sensory hand, touching things with your sensory hand, feeling things as though you could touch it. Remember, hearing, clairaudience. What a beautiful French word. Clairaudience. Clairaudience. What a beautiful French word. And you may begin, at times, you may begin to hear a powerful voice, and you know that you are surrounded by this powerful pyramid which screams out and only filters in that which is of ecological, intelligent origin. That's right. It screens out the fear-based communications that come from other people's consciousness. It has screened it out perfectly. It's like you're in a cloaked environment, a protected environment. So that which comes in, it is simply evolutionary in nature. And sometimes you may feel a sense that the words came in, and it says it in a rhyming way. It says it in a very rapid way, rapid and rhyming. But you need to find your own way as well. How it is that you are mastering clairaudience, how it is that you are hearing with your inner ears, how it is at times there is a wonderful sense of guide speaking to you, or the Creator is speaking to you and reaching to you, reaching to you, reaching to you, reaching to you. Yes, not preaching to you, not preaching to you, but reaching to you. And you know all sound is light. If you took a sound wave down and you broke it down into its elemental levels, way down to its most primal level, it is coherent light. It is coherent light. It is coherent light. You understand. You understand. You understand. You understand. You understand. Five sensory inner sense awareness. Try. Remember the specific formula. The formula is begin to learn to relax your mind. Embrace peace in the body. Allow your body to be filled and radiate from its own light source. And allow light to flow in and light to emanate out, so that there is light touching light, light touching light, light touching light. You are a super luminous being. You are a super luminous being. And that light is really pure love. That light is really pure love in its pure sense, pure peace. But peace is really just an emanation of love. They are like kindred brothers, kindred sisters, kindred souls. Remember, these are the ingredients, the elemental particles, if you will, of hearing it with your spirit, sensing it with your soul. This wonderful skill, it is a matter of understanding that when this understanding is flowing through you now, it flows because you are whole. You are unified, unified with the energy of all energies, unified with the energy of all energies. You are simply one, 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 one. In this time free of words, as the music seems to help you to float, to fly higher and higher, yet you are grounded. You are simply anchored to the core of Mother Earth, and this allows you to tour the spiritual universe. That's right, to tour the spiritual universe. That's right. In this time free of words, allow your five sensory intuitive intelligence to grow brighter and brighter and brighter as you relax deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper down, deeper down. Learn, for you are being taught by the light, by the intelligent, wise light. Soak in the understanding. Soak in the light. You know you're learning. You know you're learning. light. You're learning you're able to read the light. You're learning you're able to read the light. Holographic, 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 multi-level, light speed understandings, light speed understandings, light speed understandings, light speed understandings. When it comes to you in a flash of an instant, when it comes to the flash of an instant, you understand that that is divine intelligence, divine intelligence, divine intelligence. And there are times when things that come into you are very multi-level, multi-complex, so complex and multi-level that the brain cannot fathom it at that very level, wise level, because remember 99.9% of all cognitive activity happens at the levels outside of your awareness. 99.9% of all cognitive activity happens way outside your level of awareness because it needs to at that level, because that allows us to function in the world. So when you have understandings come to you, what will happen at some very wise level, there's a part of you that will help to translate down so that you understand. You get a very simple response. You'll get a very simple yes, no, or break it down so that there is a simple understanding. Or at times it may just give you an understanding that happens at a very deep wise level and you just know it. Remember your intuition and your intuitive understandings. Your intuitive understandings are things that you know without even having to know how it is you know them. That's right, intuition is knowing things that you just know and no longer need to be explained, or there's no need to justify or explain to other people. Just have a real sense of it. What you'll find is you'll trust your intuition, you're trusting your intuition, you're trusting your intuition, you're trusting your intuition, because your intuition will tell you something. Remember, there's times in your life where there are times when your head told you one thing and your intuition told you another, and what ended up happening was your head may have at times overruled and the intuition said, no, don't do that. What happened is then you walk through a lot of painful learnings, a lot of painful lessons when your intuition had an instantaneous flash, blink of an eye, instantaneous flash, blink of an eye understanding, read that entire situation very quickly as though it were reading 65 million lines of music in 1/1,000,000th of a second. 65 million lines of music in 1/1,000,000th of a second. Trust this light speed understanding. Trust this light speed understanding. Trust this. You are trusting this light speed understanding. This is truly you mastering, hearing it with your spirit, sensing it with your soul. You know. You know. And it seems only common sense that as you apply this new knowledge in your daily life, as you apply it in your interaction with others, there's still a sense that humility is important in this. Not a sense that you're any brighter or any better than anyone else. For you remember, this intuitive understanding, this intuitive genius, this intuitive light speed awareness, this intuitive holographic intelligence is your baseline intelligence. It is your baseline intelligence. Somewhere along the way, someone has interfered with this for most of us. Was it in the barren ages? Was it in the dark ages? We don't need to really know, but somebody dampened it down. Now it is time to awaken. The world needs your skills and abilities in the sense that you are now an awake being. Now you are an awake being in the world. So remember, intuitive genius is your baseline intelligence. So there is a humility. Perhaps there's a sense of compassion for those who have not awakened yet. You may have empathy, you may have compassion, and you are simply the power of example in the world. Yes, you are the power of example in the world. What we are capable of, what you are capable of, light speed or greater, superluminal, that simply means that you can fly faster than a dream, that you can understand the information at your command faster than any well thought out scheme. You have your hand on the book of knowledge. You have your hand on the Akashic record. You have your hand on all that you need to understand. And you understand on your own 2 feet. You understand with your own beating heart. You understand with your body, with your mind, with your intuition. And remember, be kind. It seems the more kind you are, in the genuine sense, the brighter the star. The brighter the star you are. Intuition. It is your birthright. Intuition. It is the way we brighten the world. We brighten the day. Remember, when you are peaceful like this, the energy, the light radiating from your body, the light radiating from your mind, the light radiating from your spirit and your soul, it is multiplied 100, or 1,000,000 times. You know, you are peace, you are calm, you are intelligence, and you are connected with the superconscious river and ocean of information and energy. This is a beautiful spiritual synergy. Wow. It seems that your intuition, your hearing with your spirit, sensing with your soul, understandings, is simply helping you to become more and more free, helping you to become more and more free, helping you to become more and more free. Freedom is yours. And in that freedom, you've opened the door for others to see the brilliant white light shining through. And they, in turn, can walk through with you. And all the wise ones that are there, your guides, your angels, all those intuitive beings that are simply assisting at that different, non-material, ethereal level and way of being is here in yours to understand, and your understanding is growing and growing and growing and growing way up high. Go ahead. You can fly. Go ahead. You can fly. Again, take this time free of words to integrate the understandings, to allow them to move to a deeper level of understanding, so that those understandings can simply connect to your consciousness, can simply connect to your mind way of being, so that all that which is extremely multi-level holographic in its understandings at light speed, denser than a black hole, yet white, bright, white light, so powerfully packed with information, so powerfully packed with understanding, so powerfully packed with guidance, but it simply, when it is time, simply comes to your conscious mind, and you understand it in the most rudimentary way. For the complexity can be translated to simplicity, which on some very basic level says, trust your intuitive mind. It provides you with what you need to know, because it knows how to soak in the energy and the information from the ocean of time and space, the ocean of time and space, the ocean of time and space. Integrate your understandings now as the music simply settles you deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. Your clairvoyance, it's very, very sharp. Your clairaudience skills is very, very sharp. All your other sensory, psychic abilities, intuitive abilities are sharpening each day in every way. You are seeing with your inner eyes. You are sensing with your inner senses, all 5 senses. And as it comes through, you will understand which sense makes sense for you. Which sense makes sense for you. Could be 1, could be 2, could be all 5 inner senses. You understand. Trust all the powers at the depth of you and at your command, at your command, at your command. Remember, peace, relaxation, powerful pyramid of light, light touching 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 light. Rudimentary. It is elementary, my dear Watson. You understand. You understand the powers at your command. If you've come to this experience at bedtime, simply ignore any suggestions to awaken and fall asleep, perhaps sleeping in a lake or an ocean of liquid light, and just understand. Good night. Soon it'll be time to come back to a wide-awake state of mind. Understand that you can live in the 2 worlds at the same time, so that you can be logical and grounded and oriented in your life, and at the same time have powerful intuitive abilities, powerful intuitive understandings, powerful intuitive evolutionary growth and progress, and continue to be the change you wish to see in your life. Continue to be the change you wish to see in your life. You are a power of example. You are simply a bright, white light, getting brighter and brighter and brighter. For you are bright, right now. As the music comes to a close, you will simply awaken, opening your eyes. And each time you come to this journey, wisdom is simply multiplied each and every time. Congratulations. You're trusting in your intuitive mind, hearing it with your spirit, sensing it with your soul. It is time. You are whole.
And just remember that intuitive intelligence, it's just one of the many ways that you've been designed to be smart and be bright. Each time that you listen and you participate in this training, you'll find that your intuitive intelligence is sharpening. Hey, be sure to subscribe to my channel. Thanks a lot. And I do have a version of this in DreamSpeak. It's coming. DreamSpeak is really, really kind of echoey. Okay? Thanks a lot. Thanks for your view. And go ahead and be that change that you wish to see in the world.